This forest in Zhejiang province in eastern China is one of the most species-rich forests in the world. In a unique project, researchers from Germany, China and Switzerland have joined forces to study the functions of such forests. To do so, they ask themselves one key question. What effect does the species diversity, in other words the biodiversity, have on the biological functions and processes in a forest ecosystem? In order to be able to answer such a complex question, they are going to create a new forest in neighboring Jiangxi province. Eventually, they plan to plant more than 300,000 trees and shrubs by hand, covering an incredible area of over 50 hectares.
What we are trying here is to disentangle the effects of species diversity and different site conditions, environmental conditions on ecosystem functioning.
So the goal of the project is to find out how all of these ecosystem functions are influenced by biodiversity. For example, the forest's productivity. For a certain number of different tree species, we see a certain growth rate. This growth rate could increase if the number of tree species is higher, or decrease if there are fewer different tree species. The opposite may also be true, however, with the forest productivity governing the level of species diversity. That would mean that in a forest with higher productivity, in other words, a high growth rate, the number of tree species would increase. In principle, it is impossible to answer questions like this in a natural forest, as it's impossible to observe each factor in this complex interrelationship separately in a natural setting.
Well, what you see here behind me doesn't look much like a forest at the moment. What you see here is a big clear cut. We will establish here mixtures of species up to 16 in different plots, and this has been prepared over the previous year in a nearby nursery. All these plants have been grown. They will have to be transported here, which is the beginning of a large logistical operation.
The experiment is ready to begin. The first tree was planted in March 2009.
That might have been a small thing for planting a single tree. It's the first of about 100,000 in this year.
Will the researchers manage to accomplish this mammoth task?
Visit DFG Science TV for more information. Awaken the researcher within you.